The nades are on C's, who is supporting his teammates from the back. On the other side, we have 4 armor by, no upgraded pistols whatsoever for EnVyUs. They trust the USP headshots. See if they can get some of them. With the first aggression over at Banana, Happy is waiting there while MBK gets tagged down already. Has to retreat into the deeper parts of the B bomb site while he's down to 34. Now Apex almost goes down. Zeus finds himself the first kill of the matchup. Happy goes down with a headshot. 5v4 in favor of Na'Vi. They have completely given up control of middle, so the CTs could go for some informational play, and that's what Kenny is about to do. But Zeus is there to catch him in the open. Still, Zeus not able to get that frag there, forces Kenyes to retreat. The team EnVyUs has gathered that information that there's nobody in the mid. There might be people around in apartments, and that's why they are checking that out with Keo taking a peek, and they will find out that there is nobody around that at all. So the B bomb site is quite obvious. Team EnVyUs does not go for the rotation yet, though. Apex on the rotation into construction site while NBK goes down to Guardian. It's a 4v3 thanks to Apex's headshot through the smoke onto Flamey. Now the bomb went down. Na'Vi got themselves into good after plan positions, and Envy is coming in from construction site. They have Keo coming in from CT spawn, but Zeus is fending him off already. Good headshot by Zeus. Now Edward takes away the attention of the CTs, and Zeus chimes in with his frag. Zeus was able to finish off Kenny S and make it 1-0 in favor of Na'Vi. Pissed around going to the Ukrainian-Russian CAS-based squad, and they will get themselves out on top of the harder side. Now let's see if Envy can come up with that notorious second round that they always come up with. Somehow they managed to win so many second rounds. If there was a statistic on that, they probably would have 90% of them or something like that. They go for a 4-man stack over at A, send Apex to go for the information while the terrorists are hanging out with 3 players over at B, 2 players securing middle to prevent a backstab that could be utilized by the CTs to throw some chaos into the round. And those, you know, those eco rounds, when it gets chaotic, that's where the pisses can really do some massive damage, because the other players are distracted from their usual angles. The terrorists will capture middle, and they have captured the top of Banana as well, so they have the map control. They just haven't checked out apartments, and that's where Apex is still hanging out with his CZ75, covering Keo, who can fully focus on a short with that setup. And Envy has 2 players inside the A bomb, so let's see if Edward is able to find them in time. They're going for A, that's for sure. They already have the bomb in there. Guardian turns around to dispose of Apex, who was able to take him down to 44, but at least some information gained for the CTs. Now they have to hold on. Keo needs to find a headshot. He dinks Guardian once again down to 24. He gets another good shot onto Flamey. 15 HP remaining for him. Zeus is stepping in there into the bomb site, taking out the first. He's with another one, but Happy is still waiting. Guardian now switching back from the bomb to the Galil and just spraying him down, even though he had some trouble on that spray. Look at the terrorist HP. If MBK knew what was upon him, he could go for the retake, even though the chances are still rather slim. At least could grind out 1, 2, maybe 3 frags. Obviously he doesn't have a defuse kit, so the likelihood of that going to happen is really slim. Now he's just waiting for the terrorists to exit the bomb site and ambush them. If he hears them in second mid, he could take out Flamey with a shot in the legs. There it is, capping his toes away, and he gets himself another chance. Cease is able to take him out with the headshot, though. EnVyUs is not able to upset Na'Vi, but at least they get 2 frags on the board. The Ukrainians are taking it away 2-0, but, well, it's a CT side for Envy. They can still string those rounds together, even though Na'Vi got themselves into a really good position to make this a successful terrorist side. If they manage to make it 5-10 in that position with a pistol round on the board for them, they could actually make it 9-6 if they get this round on the board, which is mandatory. They should be able to maybe grind out at least 2 rounds, maybe even 3, as I mentioned. So Envy knows that, obviously. They try to keep the economy low while Kenny S gets tagged in middle. The terrorists will make their way into the B bomb site. Happy is behind that smoke. Seized will blow NPK away from the bomb site. Flamey goes for the plant, and the terrorists have everything settled out. Apex is able to get his ambush going into second middle, and he will dispose of Edward, who had a really awkward showing there. He almost did no damage to Apex. And Happy with another shot in the B bomb site. Zeus and Flamey will mop up those 2 frags on the B bomb site, and now it's only Apex with his captured Uzi hiding at the tree, trying to find himself another frag, which is unlikely, to be honest. Seas could walk into him if Apex makes that step. He could see Seas. He turns around with the knife. Oh, he could go for the knife. Doesn't happen though. Seas is able to dispose of him before anything else happens. 3-0 in favor of Na'Vi. Getting those frags is Seas and Zeus without any deaths. The 2 are sitting at the top of Na'Vi. On the other side, we have 3 for Apex, who did a good job of at least grinding out a few kills. But, you know, Na'Vi's money is looking great. They will go for the full buy. Obviously, no AWP for Guardian, though. And EnVy with the full buy themselves. No AWP for KennyS either. So we have a rifle-on-rifle setup. EnVyUs is not going for any aggression in Banana yet. They just want to feel what Na'Vi is about to do. They want to find out what the terrorists are about to do, and then they will go in for those kills. NBK goes down once again to Guardian, and Flamey with another frag on the A bomb site. Now it's making it a 3v5, and EnVyUs is reeling right now. If they lose this rifle round, Na'Vi could make it 5-0 already, and that would be crucial for the outcome of this first map. Now let's see, EnVy is about to rotate Happy, but he kind of reconsidered there, going back to the B bomb site where Na'Vi is ending up with all their players except for Sisu still around on the A bomb site. Happy gets himself 1 frag, and second one follows straight away. KennyS with a refrag as Zeus went. Making it a 2v2 now. EnVy is coming in from behind as Edward is closing them out. The first one goes down. He goes for the spray, but then goes down to KennyS, who's on the retake with the rifle. He realizes that without a defuse kit, he's unlikely to make the bomb defuse go through in time, and he will back. He will back off to save his equipment and let Zeus get away with his life as well. He's not going for the exit frag either. 4-0 in favor of Na'Vi, opening up with 4 rounds in a row against EnVyUs, who looked really strong on IEM in Cologne, but it seems like they were caught on the wrong foot today. Maybe got out on the wrong side of the bed. Let's see what they are able to do in this anti-eco round. The Frenchman going for the upgraded pistols. Obviously, CZ75 for Apex and Happy. Deagle for Keo, no armor for him. And Na'Vi with a 5-man stack. Still all AKs, no AWP for Guardian. Not needed at all. They will probably just utilize it in case KennyS gives them some trouble. Guardian would be able to take the scope and keep him at bay. EnVy with the 4-man stack on the A bomb site. A different setup though. KennyS is in library. He gets himself the frag, then gets shut down by Zeus though, making it a 4v4. Getting rid of that rifle in the hands of the CTs makes it so much easier for Na'Vi. Guardian lines up that easy spray onto Apex, close quarterback, then goes down to Keo. Suddenly it changes the outcome of the round with Happy and Keo picking up frags over at the A bomb site, making it a 1v2, capturing the bomb at the same time, getting themselves some rifles in the hands. Is on the B bomb site. He's coming in from there as he took down the last defender, as was MBK if I'm not mistaken, and he's coming in from A long. The CTs have smoked him off. Let's see if he can get himself a frag. He doesn't. Keo steps it up. Triple kill for him in the round. EnVyUs is able to upset Na'Vi in the anti-eco round and get themselves on the board in the most in the unlikely situation, to be honest. Na'Vi had everything settled, and suddenly Keo stepped it up with a double kill, and that was basically changing the round. As I said, if there's some chaos, if Na'Vi walks into that crossfire on the A bomb site, they are doomed. They don't know where the players are. Guardian got that first frag in pit, and sadly for us, I didn't know, I couldn't foresee the future, and Auto Director tried to foresee it, but it was so surprising that not even the algorithm could catch Q's double kill in the A bomb site. Great performance now by EnVyUs, kicking off that CT side, and let's see if they can string those rounds together. Obviously, they are down to 0 money on Kenny, Apex, and MBK. And let's see what they can do in this round. They need it desperately. If they lose it, their money would be down. As I said, they would be saving again, and Navi would surely make it 6-1 before EnVyUs can do anything about the outcome of the next round. Now the Ukrainian CAS squad is coming in from middle with 2 Galeos in the hands of Guardian and Edward. And did Guardian get tagged by Flamey there for a second? It was actually the case. Nobody around on the CT side, so it was Flamey tagging Guardian, who overextended a little bit. And as you know, Flamey just saying, come on boys, stay back. You expose yourself to the CT in middle. So Guardian learned his lesson. Now they are botching up a few flash grenades and flashing themselves, slowing their own push, and the Happy can't prepare for that. They are burning down the terrorists to low HP, but Edward still gets a frag. Flamey steps in, headshot onto MBK, making it a 5v3. Already planting the bomb. The CT's on a slow rotation this time around. Kenny S is in CT spawn, but they are lining up those exit frags. There is no more to gain for the CTs. Kenny S will dispatch of his tent in CT as well, pack up his stuff and move over to the A bomb site to help his teammates out, to save their weapons. Obviously his weapon is the most important one to save for the next round, but those 2 frags on the B bomb site grant Navi the round for free. Basically it was due to Edward just stepping in through the flames, not being slowed down at all. The CTs probably expected him to be slower, and then Flamey taking his chance on the Fountain Defender, making it 5-1 in favor of Navi. Good job to come back in that fashion and make it really hard for the CTs to scrape their pockets and get something like a buy going. They will drop rifles for each other, and it is just enough to get that buy going. They actually have a healthy amount of grenades, while Happy dropped his teammates a few rifles, EnVyUs with a full buy, but that was just because they held on to those 3 rifles and Navi didn't really hunt for them. At least they didn't check every corner. MBK with the first frag. Asus was flashed by EnVyUs. Good job by them finally getting themselves the first frag that I talked about before the game started. 80% conversion rate on Navi, and just under 80 for EnVyUs. And they need this round on the board as well. They basically need to win every single round that is left in this half. And Navi is trying to make it as hard as possible with 1 player in second mid, making noise as well, making his presence known to the CTs. Edward is sneaking around, trying to line up a few flashes. They will pretend to fake the A bomb set and keep EnVyUs busy over there, while the bomb is moving towards B, with Happy on the rotation on the CT side, trying to help out NBK, who's basically alone on the B bomb site most of his time. Happy is more on CT spawn, and that almost always gets smoked off, so Happy is just there to get that first aggressor out of the occasion and then let MBK take over while he rotates through the construction site back into the B bomb site. And if if Navi catch that movement, they will probably abuse that to the max. Kanyes trades a blow on the A bomb site together with Flamey, then making it a 4v2. And Seas and Guardian are running out of time, so they need to save. It was their kind of last call to send Edward and Flamey forward, and they were designed to get a frag somewhere, then force a rotation, and then the bomb would have come into the bomb site as well. It's not happening though for Navi. EnVyUs hold on to 4 rifles and they kind of get themselves back on the economy. They get some money back, so 2k for almost everyone except for Kyo. And on the other side we have the Ukrainians running into some financial trouble in a second. If they lose this, both teams could force each other on a, if not save round, at least a very, very bad buy round. Navi is taking their 5 players into top of Banana to capture that, and Guardian just rushes forward. Look at him just getting that frag, getting a second one onto Happy as well. 3v5 now in favor of Navi, and once again it's those 2 frags on the B bomb site by one reckless player. They just moves in there and gets himself the kills, and Flamey is out for more blood. He's in the smoke waiting for the CT's rotation. He has settled his aim, so if he hears somebody run by, he just needs to pull the trigger. Now the smoke fades away, he has vision, and he will push out to get some exit frags together with Zeus. And they will quickly get themselves a tag on one of the CTs. It was Kenny S who just backed off into the A bomb site. EnVyUs will not lose their 3 remaining rifles. And, well, that means that they are able to buy up again. While Na'Vi is still able to maintain their economy as much as possible. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. 7 frags for Zeus, 7 for Guardian, and he's doing really well with the AK this time. 5 frags on the other side for Apex and Happy. And we will have that last effort by Envy if they lose this round. And I have to say that again, if they don't save any rifles, they would be saving in the upcoming round. But Na'Vi is probably not too worried about the outcome of this first half anymore. They have 6 rounds on the board. That's more than they probably dreamt of when they were sleeping tonight. And if they get 1 or 2 rounds more, well, you can do the math yourself. They would almost win the half or win it. And 8-7 on the terrorist side is devastating for the CTs. But, you know, the Frenchmen are always able to come back in matches like that. Let's not count them out just yet. If they get a decent streak going, they could make it 8-7 in their favor. And maybe even 9-6 if they win everything flawlessly. And see if they can hold on to the B bomb site, which is probably going to be attacked again. 3 players faking the A bomb site. Good job by Na'Vi, really putting out the strategies as well, sending 2 players forward. Kenny S finds the first though. He almost got both kills. Now Flamey going for the spray, not finishing him off though. 12 HP remaining for the Frenchman as MBK will get the frag on the B bomb site. Zeus disposes of him, and Flamey is able to close out Apex to make it a 3v3 over at the A bomb site. Flamey down to 24, Guardian down to 63, and as I mentioned, Kenny is down to 12. The CTs have positioned themselves around the CT spawn, and they're drawing their players together to make that retake happen. They need to retake. They can't really go for the save, but it's really hard to make that happen. Now Zeus almost blows up to the nade. Keo just rushes through. Good flashes by EnVyUs. Good double kill by Keo, and Happy mobs up Guardian at the same time. EnVyUs will defuse the bomb, or will they? Yeah, Happy is there with the defuse kit. And he will make it just in time. Envy is back on the board with a good retake, especially by Q. And obviously the flash timing was on point. Edward, as Zeus was able, or was about to take him out before he got blinded by the lights. 6-3, Envy is able to come back, and they are clawing on to the last hopes of this first half. Na'Vi on the other side, still healthy buy for them. Not too much money lost in the previous rounds, but this time around they could be the ones forced on a save. Kenny with the first frag over in Banana being tagged, but leaving NBK behind, and he will slow the terrorists down. Not getting that frag though. Kenny still has to hold on to the B bombs that he can't rotate yet. He has to check out if the terrorists are coming for him or not, and that's actually Navi's plan right now. Once again abusing the B bomb set. It seems like this is the weakness that Na'Vi found on EnVyUs, and Kenny S is trying to make it a strength with a double kill. Now Seas puts him to the floor in the corner. Kenny couldn't get away. Happy's just waiting on the B bomb site. He's waiting for his teammates to make the rotation as well. Oh, but he messes up that spray. Horrible aim, in my opinion. Apex, though, makes up for that. Flamey was low in HP, and Apex just briefly touched him. Happy was really unlucky to not finish off that spray onto Flamey in the first attempt, making it a 2v2 on the retake. The bomb is not planted yet, though. Guardian and Seas will get that frag, and Seas was caught off guard, basically, if Apex just had turned to the right a little more. But he was distracted by Guardian, obviously, and together they will win the round. 7-3 now. Na'Vi getting out on top of this crucial round, forcing Envy on a save. Even though they were about to save themselves, they managed to turn this momentum around again and make the Frenchmen go into this round with CZ75s and 2 P250s. No armor though for MBK and Keo. And once again, it will be a 5-man stack on top of Banana. EnVyUs has no real recipe to take them on that side. They are still going for that setup with MBK inside the side and Happy in the CT spawn. And in my opinion, they should switch it up. But MBK with triple kill makes it a sudden 1v4. Zeus having some trouble, but the Tech 9 has so many bullets. You basically can't miss a frag with that. Kenny is coming in though with the CZ75. And Envy once again win an eco round. It seems like they are stronger with the pistols compared to the rifles. Wow, MBK with those 3 headshots into the small pool area. Great job by him pulling it together for EnVyUs and keeping them alive in this matchup. Now Na'Vi is saving, and they are trying to get themselves the upset in their favor. Envy with the AWP back on Kenny S, and this time around everyone has a defuse kit, so the diffusers will not trouble the Frenchman too much. And they went for some information in apartments as well to figure out if there's anything coming. But if they had learned a lesson, it should be, well, take a peek into the B bomb side, into Banana, because Na'Vi really likes to execute from there. Apex and Kia will manhandle a shot, while Zeus is manhandling Happy, and he will actually have a chance to rotate back into the B bomb site. He just expects Kenny S to be around library, and now Kenny S has defended himself. He backed off from Zeus, and this is the in-game leader's chance to make something happen on the B bomb site. Maybe if he gets that frag onto MBK, who's probably prepared for that push, it will be really hard there. But if he had gotten that frag, he could have planted the bomb, at least get that money in the bank for Na'Vi. But it didn't matter too much. They are able to buy up anyway. EnVyUs is closing the gap to 2 rounds only. Let's see who's most responsible for that. It is a team effort, as both bomb sites, well, sometimes I think Na'Vi ended up on the B bomb site way more often than they did on A, but still everybody manages to have the same amount of frags. Zeus with 11 frags on the terrorist side, 9 4Cs, and Edward is down on 3 only. So maybe he can step it up on the CT side for Na'Vi. Let's see what Zeus is able to do on top of Banana. Not much. Happy will take him down with a headshot. Great job by Happy through the smoke. Now it is Guardian taking over Zeus' position on top of Banana, and he will smoke, or well, he wanted to prepare for that, but he hears the flash come in, and he wants to get that frag. Now he lines up again, and he is Happy far away a few shots. Not going to spot him though. The smoke is still covering Happy, and he will back off to his usual position in CT spawn. The terrorists are lining up in the middle attack though, with the remaining 3 players, while Guardian holds on to Banana. The bomb is still dropped in the bottom of middle, so it could be taken to either bomb site, while Happy is having a happy time. Double frag for him in a long. Good setup by his teammate with the flash grenades. They set them up really well. Flamey with the shot onto Apex's back though, keeping Na'Vi in this round, but they want to save, it seems like, with 26 seconds on the clock. They know that the CTs have probably split up into kind of a 1-1-2 setup, with MBK in the B bomb site. Kenny is really able to rotate quickly, while Happy could shift over to short if Q gets dropped. So it is a perfect setup for the Frenchman. Na'Vi realizes that they don't have a chance, so they rather hold on to their 2 guns for the next round. Flamey still has some equipment as well on top of that. So EnVyUs closing the gap to 1 round with a real mixture of rounds. They finally made it out on top and got themselves some money on the bank as well. So they should be able to buy up in this round, and also in the last round of this first half on the first map in the Counter Pit League semi-final of the upper bracket. The winner will face off against Virtus Pro, and the loser will go down to take on Flipside Tactics. Envy up against the 2 rifles that Flamey and Guardian held on to from the previous round, and 3 Tech 9. So this is actually kind of dangerous for them. They need to watch out. They can't take this round too lightly, and obviously they know about the 2 rifles, and they should be able to tell that 3 Tech 9s are in the hands of the terrorists as well. Flamey is flashing himself through the smoke, going to fight it out with Kenny S, who's still able to take down Edward. He goes for the no-scope. Apex with a double kill, and Happy and Kia will end this round in a second, in a split second actually. 7-7. EnVyUs drawing this game, and now they have a shot at making it 8-7, which I already said that it would be possible for EnVyUs if they get a good streak going. And look at their money now, looking really good. They had some money in that stretch of rounds, but they managed to lose 2 or 3 rounds of those buy rounds. But those 2 rounds were the most important ones. The save rounds that they managed to win really kept them in this game. Now Na'Vi is switching up their setup while EnVyUs is doing the same. They send Happy forward into the B bomb site, or actually he sends himself forward kinda. He is the in-game leader. He can give himself commands and he will end up taking down Cease, who was completely surprised. The bomb is taken down. Happy follows it up with a second frag before Guardian finds the kill with the Deagle. Now Edward is closing out Kenny S, who overextended in middle a little bit. Na'Vi pushing through that smoke, picking up the bomb. They want to go to the B bomb site, but they slow down. They just about to make up their minds there. Just juggling weapons at the same time as figuring out where to go right now. They have the AWP now that Edward got himself from Kenny S, and they will quickly switch that up. Edward is back on the Galil while Guardian has the scope in hand. Zeus is holding on to the M4A4 that he captured in the lower part of Banana. Look at Apex coming in from a long. He takes his time, but he takes out Edward, and that was a really important frag, leaving Keo on short alone in pit, but he can hold on to that. Zeus now turns around, gets the first frag, but Keo is able to take him down with the AK before he goes down. 4 HP remaining for Keo. That was really close call, but the Frenchmen are able to string 5 rounds together at the end of this first half, and they get themselves a chance to come back. Na'Vi still did a great job at the early stage of this game, already getting themselves on a really good scoreline on the terrorist side, you know, and Inferno is really CT sided, and it seemed like the B bomb site setup by EnVyUs was not the best. They probably wanted to try if it works out against a strong team. As I already mentioned, we are close to the major. The teams are probably not throwing every strat they have at each other. They probably go for, you know, those set executions on the B bomb side. Obviously, we saw that by Na'Vi quite a few times, and they're not going for those cheeky setups, you know. And Envy just held on to the B bomb site with a standard positioning. It didn't work out, so now they have learned their lesson for the upcoming matches. They probably tried something different. In the end, Happy pushed into the B bomb site, or into Banana at the end. Now Envy is on the terrorist side, and they face off against the CT's pressure already. Kyo having a hard time being pushed back into the stairs. Na'Vi capturing the lower part of middle. Now they could run into some trouble. There's a terrorist in the underpass, and he could make some damage happen. It is Happy. Apex with a frag as well. Happy still fighting for his life. He's assisted by Kenny S, but Guardian with a double kill makes it a 3v2. Now Guardian is really low, and he goes down to Kenny in the end. Happy closing out Edward. Flamey makes it a 1v1, but Kenny with the last shot, making it a triple kill in the round, and just staying alive for EnVyUs to win the pistol round. It was a real shootout there, just old school gangster mafia style, everybody running at each other, and in the end, I think Happy did do the... Even though he didn't get all the frags, he distracted Na'Vi for a second. That allowed Kenny S and Apex to get frags, and Kenny got himself 2 more. That was really well played by him. Good job by EnVyUs. That was a very chaotic pistol round. Na'Vi now on the CZ75 by with 2 5.7s in the hands of Flamey. In the hands of Edward and Seized, and Guardian will take his CZ75 to great success already. Happy is down and out, while Envy still has those 2 guns. I have to say the Uzi counts as a pistol for me, because it's a pistol with extended magazine and a higher fire rate, obviously. The AK for Apex needs to do the damage. If he gets taken out, Envy could run into some big trouble, and he has some hard time finding the first shot, but finally closes out Flamey. Seas goes down to Keel's shotgun, actually, who held on just to the... you know, to the deeper part of the B bomb site, making it a 2v4 now. Edward running into with his own Uzi that he captured by Kenny S. He gets himself the first frag, and BK takes his time switching to the pistol and finishes him off. At least 3 kills in favor of Na'Vi on this anti-eco round. But the terrorists didn't really invest that much money. Look at them. They still stay away from those heavy buy rounds that we see in a lot of other games, when the teams pick up 4 rifles, be it Galeers or AKs, doesn't matter, or SMGs across the board with 2 AKs on top of that or something like that. So EnVyUs wants to save as much money as possible, but Flamey with a double kill before Kenny S puts him down. He did the damage already. Now Keo is fuming. He leaves the game right now. Rage quit by Keo. Seized is going down to Apex though, who's coming back into the round for Envy. Happy almost goes down to Edward in apartments. He's going down finally to Zeus. He's coming into second mid. 2v2 situation. Once again, close round for Envy, even though they should be able to pull it home with KennyS guarding his teammate with the nade, disposing of Guardian. 2v1. Zeus is coming in from Banana. And he doesn't have any armor. He only has the UMP, so he's basically shooting a wall that he would try to break down with that 9mm bullets. Not going to happen. KennyS mops it up and makes it 11-7. EnVyUs hang on to those anti-eco rounds. They were really close, but as I mentioned already, they didn't invest too much money compared to their counterparts, Na'Vi, who invested a lot of money in those anti-eco rounds compared to Envy on this one. It was really, really low. So Envy with the 5 AK setup. Now Na'Vi on the first rifle round on their CT side. They need to win it, basically. Look at the scoreboard. It looks a little bit more decisive than it actually is, especially as Edward gets himself the first frag in apartments onto Apex, making it a 5v4. And now Zeus running into trouble against MBK, who's able to get that spray into the last part of the leg, basically taking 30 bullets to get that frag, but still makes it happen. Edward is now down to low HP, getting flanked by Keo from the balcony. 3v3 coming up. Guardian still holding on to the A-bomb side, but Keo coming in from short, taking out C's. And actually was in pit. Now Guardian hopping up to the box, making it a 2v1 again. Keo still in pit with 50 seconds on the clock. He can take his time. He's waiting for Guardian to expose himself. Flamey is in library. He's putting down Keo to 10 HP, and the CTs should have this back. Should have this round in the back. And there it is. Flamey with the headshot against Keo, who desperately tried to get a peek or a frag. Didn't happen though. Still trade for trade. No team, none of the two teams could get themselves a decent edge. You know, a real decisive 4v2 situation, for example, something like that. They traded blows back and forth, made it really expensive for each other, obviously, but also made it really nerve straining for the enemy as well. And then Na'Vi having some trouble with the money, seized on the FAMAS. No equipment, basically. But on the other side, we have the Frenchmen buying up AKs, and one of them got disposed already. Edward with the aggressive play in apartments, once again getting out on top of Apex, making it a one-man advantage in favor of Na'Vi already. Now that AK gets picked up by Happy, so at least they have the 4 rifles back in their hands. The Frenchmen about to execute on the A-bomb set against 4. Now make that 3 CTs. Now make that 2 CTs. Thanks to Keo and KennyS. The NBK gets a nice headshot, but Seized with a double kill off the FAMAS, making it a 2v2 again. Trading blow after blow. Seized has somebody spotted in pit, and it will be Keo again. The crucial position occupied by him. Na'Vi uses their last equipment to make that retake happen. Good nade onto Keo, take him down to 58 HP. Flamey is taking on pit. He wants to smoke Keo off and get a different angle, and now spot Happy inside the bomb site. He does that and take him out straight away. Happy should have gotten that first frag or not disclose his position. Keo is now alone against the 2 CTs. The bomb is ticking really, really fast. He needs to find the frag on the diffuser. Flamey is still on it, and he will make it. Ninja defused by Flamey, covered by C's, and Keo is once again the guy in pit that is on the receiving end of the round. Now we make it 11-9 and hold on to their economy as well as the game. If EnVyUs had won this round, the Ukrainians would have been in a very desperate situation. And when I say Ukrainians, I obviously want to say the CIS-based squad with the Slovak in there. It is kind of hard to kind of tell where Na'Vi is coming from. Obviously, the organization is Ukrainian, so I will keep calling them Ukrainian. Envy with 1 AK in the hands of Keo, who saved that from the previous round. It is pretty salty from his tears that he shed at the end of the round. He almost got it done, but it was just a little bit too close. Now he's looking for a frag in the bottom of middle. Everything's smoked off, so he's basically looking at a gray wall at both directions. And the call comes out. They want to take it to the A-bomb set at first, at least. They might get an easy frag on Seized if they manage to flash each other in. Edward gets spotted in the pit. Great movement by Apex to jump in there, spot Edward without being wounded whatsoever. And now Keo goes to work onto Guardian, who didn't look too well in his exchange, and Cease is still on the other side. So if EnVyUs keeps holding on to middle like that, they could find themselves another frag. Now the CTs went in for the rotation, happy with the desperate Cease at 75. Spray puts Zeus down to 27 HP, but Flamey with the double kill, shooting Kenny S through NBK's body. 4v2, suddenly Na'Vi is in control of this round, even though it didn't look too well for them. Flamey will make it a quad kill against Apex and Keo, who basically just ran into him. 10 to 11, still in favor of EnVyUs, but Na'Vi is kicking off their own string of rounds on the CT side. Flamey with 18 frags now after that quad kill. 14 for Guardian and Zeus. On the other side, we have 17 for Keo, who's doing really well right now, and 17 for Kenny S. Let's see if the latter can pick up a frag in middle. It's not going to be the case. The CTs shy away from that. They don't have their own AWP in play, so they rather stay away from middle. They don't want to give up a stupid first frag to the terrorists and risk the outcome of this round. So Edward holds on to apartments just like always, and the CTs go for a small peek there. And MBK with the first frag onto Zeus, who just stepped in there for the information. But it was, you know, you can go for those shoulder peeks. You don't have to expose yourself completely. And that was kind of, you know, that feeling when somebody's doing a wheelie and then he overextends a little bit and falls back on his head. And that was what Zeus was looking like in that situation. Now Edward will flash Guardian in there. He will go for the peek, but Apex turns around, expected that flash to come his way, and takes out Guardian with a straight headshot. Edward and Cease coming back now, 3v3. Now Happy closes out Edward. It's Keo and Kenny on low HP, but they still manage to put down the bomb. Let's see if Na'Vi can risk it. No, they won't. I was expecting them to get there because they were on the rotation already, but then the teammates got taken out, and obviously they turned around straight away. No reason to risk their two rifles. And not only the rifles, you know, flash grenades and smokes cost money as well as the defuse kit, which is probably the most important thing that Flamey has on his body right now. And EnVyUs will get themselves a round back after allowing Na'Vi to string 3 rounds together. The Frenchmen are back on the board thanks to well-distributed frags again. It was Apex, MBK and Happy getting themselves a frag each. So they should feel happy about their team play at least. If they are not too happy about the CT side, I can understand that. That's perfectly reasonable. But they are doing good on the terrorist side so far, keeping Na'Vi just at arm's length. And, you know, it is really important for the terrorists to get those rounds where they can pick it up. They need to get everything they can to win this first map against Na'Vi. It is EnVyUs' map pick, so you have to take this into consideration as well. They probably wanted to at least try something, if not win the whole game with winning the first map and then, you know, crushing your opponents on the first map and winning the second with ease, stuff like that around the lines. CSGO is a momentum-based game after all. Envy is lining up that apartments execution with MDK and Kenny holding on to middle/second mid right now. They're getting themselves into position. Keo holds on to the lower part of Banana, just wants to keep the CTs at bay. Na'Vi still has 2 players over at B, and EnVyUs is thinking about slowing back down to the B bomb. So they just wanted to get some control and peek into A. They didn't get those first frags, so now they're trying to make it happen on B bomb side. 45 seconds on the clock. They need to hurry up. They can't let any more seconds slip, and there it is. Keo will be the man to take point. He's completely flashed. MBK steps in for his teammate, and they will clean out the bomb site, or so it seems. Flamey is still lurking in the shadows. Gets himself only 1 frag. He should have picked up 2 at least to give Na'Vi a chance to come back into this round, especially as Zeus only has a CSAT 75. So he's trying to do some damage to the terrorists, but he's probably not going... Oh, wow. Yeah, Apex puts him down. First frag of the round for him. Na'Vi needs to hold on to the AWP, otherwise Guardian might lose the impact that he can have on the rounds. You know, it's not necessarily that Guardian will be bad because he's not having the AWP, but he is reduced to 50% of his damage, kind of. It's kind of a debuff for him if he loses that gun. Don't want to take away anything from him. I really... Yeah, no homo. I love that guy. He's so humble. If you talk to him on the events, he's a great human being. And he's also a legendary Source player. And that, you know, he dominated the Source scene for quite a few months. and his teammates dominated the 1.6 scene, so it's a fitting mixture of young talent with Seized and Flamey, and on the other side we have Zeus and Edward being the 1.6 legends, Guardian the Source legend, and Starix behind them. On top of everything, they have Starix that coaches them. That is something that EnVyUs still lacks. They obviously have the coach, it is next, but I don't know how much input he can give EnVyUs in those rounds, you know. I don't know his history, to be honest. If you're listening right now, give me a heads up on Twitter. I want to find out more about how you got the job and all that. And obviously how much input he gives them. Maybe he will maintain the mindset, kind of calming them down. Some people might be angry at each other, especially if you have switched people up in your lineup. You have people filling in other spots. They are not used to that position. They mess up from time to time, and then you might get angry at your teammate. I don't say that EnVyUs is probably one of those friends team, kind of, you know. They are more or less looking like friends on the events as well as in game, and I think they don't have too much trouble with being angry at each other. But Kenny has mentioned in some interviews that he had some trouble or some problems sometimes cooling down after rounds like that. So yeah, I kind of lost track what I wanted to say at the start, so let's just keep it like that and have a nice story told by me to you guys. 13-10, Na'Vi with 2 rifles, M4A1 for Edward, and Guardian still with the AWP. They could try to double save, but they probably want to win this round right now. Edward with the first frag. Seized follows it up with the USP shot, and MBK has to manhandle Zeus there. A good patient play by MBK to just wait for his prey to get out of his cover. 3v1, Guardian wants to hold on to his AWP, and I wonder if EnVyUs is going for that rifle. They know that Na'Vi will be able to buy up in the next round, so they could try to make it expensive, but they are not really looking too eager right now. Guardian just scopes up into CT spawn to see if somebody's coming for him. And Happy guesses the wrong way. He expects Guardian to be around that area. It's not the case though. At least he cleaned the path for MBK and Kyo to exit safely. Kyo will stay behind. He has 100 HP and he can sustain the damage that the bomb blows to him. So EnVyUs up 14-10, now getting closer to the match point. 2 rounds and Envy has won the first map. Let's see if they can string those 2 rounds together straight away, or if Na'Vi can get some last effort in there. They have definitely put in their last effort into this buy round with Edward and company having the rifles. Guardian obviously saved the AWP. FAMAS only for Zeus, and they will go for the aggressive setup. They try to shake things up a little bit. Good smoke there by the CTs, covering Edward on this way down. EnVyUs has the right setup though. They have 3 players in apartments and 2 players at the bottom of the T stairs. Edward is making his way into the back of the second mid. He drops the bomb carrier, but MBK and Kyo come out on top of Zeus and Edward, making it a 3v4. Now MBK with another shot onto Guardian, who looked the wrong direction. He wanted to get another frag in second mid. He expected the terrorists to be out in the open. It wasn't the case though. MBK was inside the apartments already, ambushing him like a Viet Cong. 2v4. Flamey and Seized are still trying to get back onto the round. Flamey tagged the bomb carrier for a second. MBK is forcing him away though with his own spray, even though he went down to 10 HP. The Frenchman just stayed alive. Seized is staying around to make this round expensive for EnVyUs, but there's no real point in doing that. They have so much money. They can easily buy up in the upcoming round, and if they, you know, plant the bomb while losing a round, they could still buy up. So that is kind of pointless for Seized to stay around. But you know, you want to get yourself on the scoreboard. You want to sting those mantle blows to your opponents. You want to make them believe that you're really strong, even though you lose the round, you know. And Happy will strip Flamey off of his weapon in the B bomb site to make it 15-10 match point, and 5 of them for EnVyUs. 19 kills for Flamey, 15 for Guardian. On the other side, we have 21 for Keo and 18 for Happy. Overall, it is a team effort. Edward caught up to his teammates. The same goes for EnVyUs, who didn't really have to catch up to anyone, but they distribute the frags quite evenly. EnVyUs about to pull this home, but Na'Vi still have that full buy. KennyS with the shot onto Guardian. Great job by him. Zeus spots himself to target. Oh, he messes up the CZ75 spring. Goes down to MBK. That was the chance for Na'Vi, but Edward makes it happen with the FAMAS from the balcony. Flamey with the double kill. No, actually it was once again Edward. No, actually it was only one frag. I expected 2 players to be around. Somehow I was having double vision there. 3v2 still. Envy is still not out of the thick of things here. They still have to fight for at least a few more seconds. Maybe they can come back into this round, but it seems like Na'Vi have settled things down. They have spotted the bomb before they smoked it off. And now Envy is trying to smoke the bomb off themselves. Kinda weird. Caesar's taking the chance, you know, why not spray the door of the boiler room? It seems like there were terrorists around, so now he is pre-nading as well. Happy is coming in from behind, and that is covered by Edward. Na'Vi with a great setup. Happy still dispatches of C's, making it a 1v2. He's still fighting, but not anymore. Flamey picked up the AWP and picked up his double kill as well. And he wanted to throw the AWP to Edward. And then messed up his weapon switch, so he actually threw away the AWP and has to stick to the FAMAS. This could be the straw that breaks the camel's back for Na'Vi. Small GoTV lag, we end up in a 4v4 situation, warping into the future. And we have Edward close by. Apex steps out. Edward will have an easy shot on him. Good job by him, making it a 4v3 in favor of Na'Vi. And they have Flamey pushing down into Banana. He has a lot of information at hands. He can forward that to his teammates, and they will rotate one player towards the A-bomb site. It is Guardian to come around, switching his AK. Switching to the AK. Flamey trying to get another frag on the bottom of Banana. Not going to happen, though. Happy just avoid being taken down. No, actually it was NBK. KennyS though with the shot onto Edward, opening up the A-bomb site. Zeus closes that door straight away, making it a 3v2 again. Flamey down to 58. Kenny and MBK, the last man standing for EnVyUs with 40 seconds on the clock. They need to make up their mind. They need to figure out where to go, and they need to do it fast. So they will probably announce their arrival to the B-bomb site in a second. The CT's already on the rotation. Flamey called that for his teammates, and he will sit out this flash grenade to let them run into his crosshair. Good shot, but KennyS still alive. 2 frags for him. Now 2 more to go. He planting the bomb, and that Molotov didn't do any damage to him. He's scaring away. He's hiding away in construction site, resetting his position. Trying to get himself a peek into construction site. Not going to happen. Zeus and Guardian on the retake. They are covering each other. And KennyS will get the shot onto Guardian. And Zeus as well. Oh, through the small gap. Making it a quad kill to finish off Na'Vi and make it 16-11. What a great show by EnVyUs. Coming back from an 8-7 deficit on the first half, and then pulling it back home. Great job by the Frenchman. Really surprising me, and probably you as well. That was unexpected. I mean, that terrorist performance was really sick by them. Na'Vi did have some economical trouble though, so yeah, they definitely didn't have all the equipment all the time. But it is kind of their own fault. So EnVyUs able to turn this map around, and we will move forward to the second map, Mirage. It is Na'Vi's map pick, and I'm really curious to see if they can take it home on that, or if EnVyUs has some more surprises in the bag for us. We will be back in just a few moments, and I will leave you to some music in the meantime. I'm Debu from Germany, and I hope you enjoyed the show so far. If you have any feedback whatsoever, make sure to drop me a message or drop Counterpit League a message on Twitter or on Twitch, or you can also follow me on Twitter. I will post the links in the chat in a second. So thanks for tuning in, guys and girls. We are proud to present you the Counterpit League, brought to you by Twitch, Sapphire, Vulcan, AMD, and Sennheiser.